Hey guys, welcome back. I have missed you all. Today I'm going to be using a handmade art stone made from the molds from Happy Dotting Company. Now you've seen these two sizes before, but here is her newest size. I believe it's a number 4 if you visit Happy Dotting Company on Etsy. Make sure you use my discount code Rachel's Rocks Canada, all one word, and you can get a discount if you purchase anything over $10 in her Etsy shop. So go visit Angela there and get your molds, and this is what I'm working with today. You don't have to use one of these. You can use a regular stone. Do whatever you want with it. You can draw a circle on a stone that's oddly shaped and still do the same thing. I'm going to be using a couple of different colors: aqua, perfect purple, cerulean blue, and I'm going to use a little bit of French blue as well. Of course, there's probably going to be some glitter going on, so be prepared. I'm going to use some sponges. This is a Martha Stewart paint pouncer or sponge dauber. I get those online at Amazon, or you can buy them at Michael's. But I'm in Canada, so keep that in mind. You might have to search elsewhere. Now I'm just going to use some wax paper to sponge off excess paint, because it just gets messy if you don't sponge off your extra paint off your sponges. So I'm starting with my darkest color. You don't have to use the same colors I am, but start off with your darkest color around the back and the outside of your stone. So that is all cerulean blue. And now I'm using aqua, and I'm going to do it while it's wet so that I can kind of mingle in those colors, okay? So I'm going back over with the blue with one sponge, with the darker blue. And then with another sponge, I'm using aqua. And I just kind of blend those two colors together a little bit so that they transition from one color to the next smoothly. Don't keep like little pouncy looking marks around it. Try and blend it out as much as possible. And if it gets too dry to blend, add more. Add more paint and start over. Or I've also been told if you use like a fine mist of water, you can spritz the top of your stone and it will like loosen up the paint enough that you can blend it again. But I don't do that. I just add more. I've never had a spray bottle at my desk. Maybe I should get one. So that's the French blue, the lightest color that's on the stone. And then I'm blending in the aqua with the French blue so that those two colors transition nicely as well. Now I know this is going fast, and I'm sorry. Here comes the perfect purple. I'm sorry it's going so fast. You can slow down the video, but there's a lot going on this rock, so we had to speed it up so that we could fit it all in for a nice short little video like this. Well, I guess 21 minutes and something. I guess that's not really a short video, but yeah, I'm trying to get it all in here. I'm blending in perfect purple on top of the French blue. So there's just kind of like a light purple center. And then the color changes from French blue to aqua to cerulean blue. And you don't have to use the same colors, like I said, but just try and choose like colors that go from dark to light. So you can start with red and then go yellow and orange, or green to pink, whatever you want to decide. It's up to you. Now I'm using some nail glitter. It's very, very fine chrome powder. I get mine on Amazon. And I'm just kind of trying to swipe some glitter on, all going in the same direction. So kind of just swiping it back and forth. And I'm using a couple of different colors. So there's like a blue, there's like a pearlescent white, and there's also a little bit of pink I'm adding in there. And then once I have that kind of on there where I want it, I take a big fan brush and swipe it across. So everything is going in the same direction. You'll see that again in a second here. So I just added some pink, and now I'm using a big fan brush to sweep it over top of the rock and make it all kind of go in the same direction. This is just a background, okay? You don't have to get as complicated as I do with it, but it really does make a big difference if you put a lot of effort in the background of these types of rocks. This is going to be a silhouette. So now I'm using Mod Podge. It's actually high gloss. I keep it at my desk. I don't seal my rocks with it. I use resin, but I use Mod Podge as a cover to go over my glitter. So I just swipe that on there over top to hold my glitter in place and let it dry. It's completely dry now and kind of glossy. So now we're going to start working on our silhouette. We have a beautiful background to start off with. So like I said, use whatever colors of glitter you want. You don't have to use nail glitter. You can just get some glitter and cover the whole thing in it if you want. Like Folkart, Dragonfly Glaze, or you can use Hologram 2796. It's completely up to you. I like using nail glitter. All different types of glitter because they all have different sizes and they bring on different beautiful effects to your stones. So you know, if you've been here for any length of time, I use all sorts of different kinds of glitter, but in a background, this really, really looks nice. So now I'm doing a nice big mushroom, kind of trying to keep it centered. It's not a perfect mushroom. There's a couple of little scars on the outer edge of it, as you can see. It doesn't have to be a perfect mushroom. So I'm just filling it all in because, like I said, this is going to be a silhouette. You can add whatever you want around your mushroom. I'm just going to add a couple more mushrooms and a couple bits of grass and some fake flowers, made up flowers. You can go into as much detail as you want. I'm trying to keep this one simple so that more people can try it, so people don't get scared when they see it. So I've always been a little bit leery. I've always wanted to paint fairies. You guys have seen my fairy mushroom house or my fairy doors. But have you seen me do a fairy? I've been scared. I was scared to do a fairy. So this one is going to be just sitting on top of this mushroom here. And it's going to look absolutely adorable. Just sitting there, and it's wishing upon a star. It's going to be a wish fairy. So what this fairy does is it takes all the little wishes that little kids make, and then it goes at night and sits on a mushroom and wishes upon the stars for the little kids. And that's her job. That's her job every single night. So she's got the night shift, and she's a very special fairy. So when my son asked me, what kind of fairy is that? Well, it's a wish fairy. You have to have a story, right? So I'm just doing a couple more sprigs of grass here and there. I'm using my fine lining brush for all of this, except for when I fill in everything, like the silhouette parts. When I'm filling it in, I use a thicker brush because it takes less time. And I'm using a dotting tool. I'm literally just dotting large to small. I run out of paint and the dots get smaller. So I'm just doing that on a couple bits and pieces of the grass. On the other side, I'm going to have like a little berry bush. And like I said, you can try and slow this down so that you can see what the heck is she doing. Now, like I said, add whatever you want. You can do little silhouettes of dragonflies, although I don't know if dragonflies are nocturnal. I know I see them during the day. But you can do like little lightning bugs, or what do you guys call them? I call them glow bugs, lightning bugs. What are they called? Somebody tell me the actual scientific name of those bugs that glow at night. And they are real. They're real bugs that glow at night. So I'm just adding some dots over by my branches here. That's going to be just a cute little berry bush. just a silhouette. Letting my mushroom paint dry a little bit. Now, you guys, if I sound stuffed up, we just got our furnace, like brand new furnace put into our new house. And the dust, oh my Lord, I did not know I was so allergic until now. Yikes. So I apologize if I sound like very, very nasally this afternoon. So this might look strange, but this is the easiest way that I could show you guys how to draw a cute little fairy sitting on a mushroom. So I started with a big dot of black. That's going to be her head. Then she's got cute little arms coming out. And it's very, very simple. I'm not doing any detail, just little arms, little dress that's hanging over a little bit. Going to fill that in so you guys can see it a little bit better. Her little arms, they're not going to be very big, right? And you can't even see her hands really. Like they're so little that you can't really see them. So there's her little dress. That's the end of her dress there. Now I'm just going to bring down 2 little feet, teeny weeny little fairy feet, down beside the side of the mushroom there. And she's going to hold a little fairy wand, her little wishing wand. There's 1 foot. There's another foot. Oh no, that's the dress still. Here comes the other foot. Just tiny little dainty little feet. No, like don't stress over it. Just little pointed little foot. And then I'm going to do a little bun on the top of her head. So that's a smaller dot. And her head's turned just a little bit to the side. So I didn't center that little bun. I just put it off to the side a little bit because she's kind of sitting on the side of the mushroom. Now here's where you use the fine lining brush again. My tutorial for the fine lining brush is going to be in the description. It saved my life when it comes to fine lining. So if it saved yours as well, be sure to share. And because I don't like keeping secrets. If something's helped me, I want to help others with it. So if you want to help others, share, share, share. Simple little wings, just simple. And we're going to leave them blank like that because I'm actually going to get out the good old foil and I'm going to foil these wings just to give them a really nice translucent shimmer. And I'm going to do a ribbon around her bun. So I just did like a curl on either side. Her hair is really shiny because it's still really wet right now. So it's hard to see, but I did a little curl around her bun. And here's her wand. Cute little wand. Now, you don't have to use foil on any of this if you don't want to. If you're not a fan of the foil, use glitter. Get some hologram 2796. Get some dragonfly glaze. It's a different sized glitter from the background, so it will still stand out and it'll be noticeable. So you can use glitter. But me, I'm going to use some foil and I'm going to do some foil work on the mushrooms and on the berries. Just really simple. It's kind of like drawing or painting with foil. And I'm doing, of course, stars. She needs to be able to send those little wishes up there for all her little friends, our little children. So I just do a white dot for the center of the star. And then I use my fine lining brush to drag out all of the paint to make it look like it's a twinkling star. How cool is that? Of course, mine are all crooked, going all over the place, but that's okay. They still look like twinkly little stars in the sky. And somebody's wishes are being answered because of her. So I'm just going to do 4 little stars. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry in spots. I'm trying to work on my camera not jiggling around and making people seasick. And I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing all the time. So here's my little blending brush. I've got a very small amount of white paint on that blending brush. It's like almost dry. But I'm just putting a little bit on there so it looks kind of like a like a little wand that's kind of glowing. And I will be adding some foil. Here we go. This is the same foil glue that I've been using in my other tutorials, so definitely take a look. My foil butterfly, dragonfly, there's a few of them now that I've used foil on. I use this glue from Makkart, which I get from Amazon, and it comes with a bottle of glue and a bunch of foil. So it was really fun to play with and see what I could do. And basically I'm using a disposable eyelining brush, which I also got on Amazon. And yeah, I'm just painting around the edge just a little bit. I just want to kind of highlight some of the edges of the mushroom. And then you're going to see, oh, I can hear sirens right now. Sorry, guys. It's a busy morning. So I'm just adding a little bit of foil to certain things, certain dots. I'm going to put some on both of those little mushrooms on the left side, and each berry on the branches on the right, they will have also a little bit of foil. So I use my light for 2 minutes. I find that that's when my glue is sticky at a good stickiness. You might have a different LED lamp or UV lamp than I do. So yours might need to take longer or less time. Make sure you don't hold it too close to it, because or else it just wrinkles up and it doesn't look very nice. I'm using a metallic foil, by the way. It's dull on the side that we need to press down. Okay, so it's shinier. When you're looking at it, it looks really super shiny, but the dull side is going on the rock. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but if you're looking at the shiny side when you're pressing it on there, you're doing it right. So I am going to outline all the mushrooms. I'm going to do all of that. I just want to thank you all for subscribing. I noticed that a lot of people aren't getting notifications, and some people aren't subscribed all the time. They're noticing that they've been unsubscribed, and they don't understand why they aren't seeing my stuff. So if you're ever wondering, just go to Rachel's Rocks Canada and take a look at my videos, click on videos or click on playlists or what have you. I have like 165 videos. So 165 things where I'm probably teaching you a whole bunch of things all at once. So make sure you are subscribed. Just check the notification bell. Click all so that you get all notifications of what I'm doing. I plan on going live. It might be like an hour or two long, but we're going to paint something live. I'm really excited to do that. So that will be coming up soon. I'm still unpacking my house. I'm still my sons are both in school today for the first time, both of them. Yesterday my youngest went. Today my oldest went. So today's my first day with no children since March break. It's been really strange, and I'm having a hard time adjusting. And my son gave me a big old kiss at school. I walked him there because we're close enough to walk to school, so that's awesome. So I walk him there, and we both got masks on, and he runs back to me to give me a kiss, and we're kissing each other, and we both got masks on, and it was just like the weirdest thing for me. Like, it was just weird, but he's okay with it. So that's all that matters. He's good with it. He thinks wearing a mask is like a superhero. So that's what he is right now. He's being a superhero by keeping his mask on. So I'm proud of my boys. One's in grade 11, one's in grade 1. Quite the difference. But they're both happy to be back to school. So I used a metallic one for the rest, but I'm using like an oil slick one for the wings. So you can see, it just kind of looks like someone spilled oil into the water. Bad people. But it looks beautiful on the wings. Looks gorgeous. So I'm going to be resining this, but adding crystals where the stars are. So you'll see that afterwards, I usually wait to put the crystals on a few hours after I resin so that they stick there for good. I added a little bit of metallic dots to her wand, so it's a little bit shimmery on her wand. Looking beautiful. Let's take a look at it before I resin and put crystals on. So you can still see not too much was put on those silhouettes. Not too much. Just a little bit of foil. I use a wax pencil to put my crystals in the center of my stars. And now, oh, what is this? What did I find in my garden? I try and bring you humor with my, let's bring it inside and take a look at it in there. Now for a different dramatic entrance. Yeah, I like to try and make you guys laugh if I can with my tutorials, but if you've already just pressed stop on this video, thank you for joining me as far as you did. So here's a better look at it, guys. I love you. I just want to thank you guys for being there, waiting. I know it's been a while. It's going to be more frequent as long as nothing happens with schooling or anything else. Let's just pray and hope everyone stays healthy and safe. And I love you. I will be back soon. And I hope you enjoyed this little wishing fairy tutorial. I hope it was easy enough for all of you and for you to also make with your kids and grandkids. Bye, guys. Love you.